Welcome to class 10th biology children. Today we are going to discuss chapter 1 bit part. See the first choose the correct answer. Which of the following organism take the food by parasitic nutrition? Cuscuta. Cuscuta takes the food by parasitic nutrition. Cuscuta is also called dodder plant. We discussed about it in chapter 1. Second bit. The rate of photosynthesis is not affected by. Rate of photosynthesis is affected by light intensity, temperature, carbon dioxide concentration also, but it is not affected by humidity. What in about humidity? Amount of water vapor or amount of moisture in atmosphere or in air is called humidity. So the rate of photosynthesis is never affected by humidity. But rate of photosynthesis is always affected by carbon dioxide concentration, temperature, light intensity. Third bit. A plant is kept in dark cupboard for about 48 hours. 48 hours means how many days? 2 days before conducting any experiment on photosynthesis in order to. If we keep the potted plant inside of a dark room for 2 days or 48 hours, then we can conduct which experiments? Why we are doing this experiment? Why we are keeping that particular potted plant inside of dark room? To remove starch from leaves. To remove starch from leaves, we are keeping that potted plant inside of dark room. Fourth bit. The digestive juice without enzymes. The digestive juice without enzymes is bile juice. Bile juice. Liver secretes bile juice. It doesn't contain any enzymes in it. Next, fifth bit. In single-celled animals, means in unicellular animals, the food is taken by the entire body surface. Already we observed in amoeba and paramecium. What will happen? The food is absorbed by their body surfaces by the process of diffusion. Next, sixth one. Which part of the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? Which part takes carbon dioxide from the air? Stomata. Stomata takes carbon dioxide from the air to conduct the photosynthesis process. Seventh bit. An equation for the photosynthesis was formulated and proposed by C.B. Van Til. C.B. Van Til proposed a photosynthetic equation. Next, iodine can be used to test the presence of starch. Okay, starch is useful to test the presence of iodine in the given food materials. Ninth bit. This gas is released during photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, which gas is released? Oxygen, not carbon dioxide. Light and energy, these are not gases. 10th bit. Photosynthesis occurs in this part of the cell. Photosynthesis occurs in which part of the cell? Chloroplast. Chloroplast. In mitochondria, there is a chance to see cellular respiration. Not in the cytoplasm, not in the nucleus. 11th bit. These are the sites for trapping solar energy in the chloroplast. Grana are the sites for trapping solar energy in the chloroplast. Trapping means it is useful to trap. Trap means hold the solar energy in chloroplast. 12th bit. Finger-like extensions of amoeba are called pseudopodia. Amoeba contains pseudopodia. With the help of the pseudopodia, it shows locomotion. Locomotion means movement. 13th bit. Digestive glands present in mouth are salivary glands. Salivary glands are seen in our mouth. Okay. 14th bit. Examples of parasitic organisms are Cuscuta. It is also parasitic organism. Lice. Lice means penu. It is also parasitic. Leech. Jalaga. So these are also parasitic organisms. So here the answer is all the above. So 14 bits completed. Now we are going to discuss 15th bit. See the 15th bit. The enzyme present in saliva is amylase. Saliva contains salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. It is also called ptyalin. Cane sugar is sucrose. Sucrose is also called cane sugar. Cane sugar. Sugar cane. Okay, cane sugar. Next. 17th. These are organic substances. Fats are the organic substances. Organic means carbon containing substances. Next, 18th. The disease caused by protein deficiency is kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is caused by protein deficiency. Because of the lack of proteins, we will get kwashiorkor disease. 19th. This disease is a big health hazard. Which disease is a big health hazard? Obesity. Obesity is mainly caused by the overeating of food materials. So it's a big health hazard. 20th bit. Deficiency of thiamine. Thiamine means B1 vitamin leads to a disease called beriberi. Already we discussed about it. Deficiency of thiamine leads to a disease called beriberi. 21. This vitamin is synthesized by the bacteria present in the intestine. Cyanocobalamin, vitamin B12, can be manufactured by the bacteria present in our intestine. 22nd. The food synthesized by the plant is stored as. The food synthesized by the plant is stored as starch. Okay. It can be stored in the form of starch. Next. Pancreatic juice contains enzymes for carrying the process of digestion of pancreatic juices. It contains enzymes. These are useful for the digestion of dash. Here, proteins, fats. Proteins and fats digestion can be done with the help of pancreatic juices. Next, 24th. Finger-like projections which absorbs digested food materials are present in small intestine, villi. So small intestine contains some finger-like extensions. These are called villi, which are useful for digesting the food materials in small intestine. 25th. The acid present in gastric juice, hydrochloric acid. Acid present in gastric juice is hydrochloric acid, HCl. 26. The energy present in the light rays is called photon. Photon. It is called photon. 27. Stomata present in the leaves helps in exchange of gases and loss of water vapor. So exchange of gases. For exchange of gases, stomata are responsible, and also for loss of water vapor. Means for transpiration. For these both stomata are required. 28th bit. Stacks of thylakoid membrane in chloroplast are called grana. A group of coins which are arranged one on another, we call them as grana. So each and every coin we call them as what we call them? Thylakoids. Next, 29. The light reaction of photosynthesis takes place in the grana. Light reactions are carried out in the grana of the chloroplast, and dark reactions can be carried in the stroma of the chloroplast. Let us see. Dark reactions of photosynthesis occurs in stroma of the chloroplast. Next, 31. In paramecium, food is taken at a specific spot. It is called cytostome. In order to take the food materials in paramecium, paramecium contains a specific spot that is called cytostome. With the help of cytostome, it takes the food materials. Let us see the 32 bit. Cuscuta absorbs food from the host plant through hastoria. In order to absorb the food materials, Cuscuta has root-like projections. These root-like projections are called hastoria. Next, the process of taking food in the body is called. So, the process of taking food in the body is called ingestion. Ingestion means taking of food materials into our internal system is called ingestion. Next, 34. For the digestion of these food materials, emulsification is required. Emulsification, fat molecules can be emulsified. So fats, in order to digest the fats, emulsification process is required. 35th bit. Identify the water soluble vitamin. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. These are fat soluble vitamins. So vitamin B complex is water soluble vitamin. Constipation can be avoided by having plenty of these in the diet. Constipation అంటే ఏంటి? మలబద్ధకం. సో మలబద్ధకాన్ని మనం ఎలా నివారించవచ్చు? మనం తీసుకునే డైట్లో ఎక్కువగా ఏం ఉండడం వల్ల మనం మలబద్ధకాన్ని నివారించవచ్చు? రఫేజెస్ అనేవి ఎక్కువగా ఉండడం వల్ల మలబద్ధకాన్ని నివారించవచ్చు. మలబద్ధకం అంటే కాన్స్టిపేషన్ అంటారు ఇంగ్లీష్లో. ఓకేనా? 37. Chemical name of vitamin D. Vitamin D chemical name is calciferol. Vitamin D chemical name is calciferol. It is also called sunshine vitamin. What it is called? Sunshine vitamin. 38. The food that is digested in the stomach is bolus. The food that is digested in the stomach is called bolus. Children, one more time we will see 38th bit. The food that is digested in the stomach is called chyme. It's not bolus. Bolus means the crushed and chewed food item is called bolus. But the digested food in our stomach is called chyme. Okay, which contains gastric HCl in it. Next, 39. Oxygen was discovered by Joseph Priestley in the year 1774. But the name oxygen was given by Lavoisier in the year 1775. Okay, oxygen was discovered by Joseph Priestley in 1774. Oxygen was given by the name oxygen was given by Lavoisier in the 1775. 40th bit. The scientist who found that oxygen was released from hydrilla plants in bright sunlight, John Ingenhouse. In other words, he is asking about who conducted hydrilla experiments. John Ingenhouse. 41. The scientist who extracted chlorophyll from leaves. Who extracted chlorophyll from leaves? Who extracted? Pelletier and Cavento. Two scientists. They extracted chlorophylls from leaves. Pelletier and Cavento. Next, 42. The scientist who ingeniously detected the point of maximum photosynthesis will be at red and blue rays of light. Engelmann stated that the maximum amount of photosynthesis can be carried out at a red light and also in the blue light. Engelmann stated that. Next, 43. Splitting of water molecule during photosynthesis is known as photolysis. Photo means light, lysis means rupture. So in presence of sunlight, water molecules undergoes to breakdown. This is called photolysis process. Next, 44. For fat soluble vitamin. Vitamin B is water soluble vitamin. Vitamin E, vitamin A, these are also fat soluble. Next, D option is vitamin E and A. So option D is correct. Vitamin E and A both are fat soluble vitamins. 45. The end products of dark reaction. In dark reaction, the end products is glucose. Next, 46. Complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats occurs in smaller intestine. In smaller intestine, the complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats we can see. Next, 47. Most of the water present in the indigested food is absorbed in larger intestine. In larger intestine, the water present in our food can be absorbed. Okay, the 47 bits completed. 48 to 62 bits we are going to discuss right now. 48th bit. We feel bilious or liverish. When do we feel bilious or liverish? When we eat rich meals for several days, then we feel bilious or liverish. 49. Duodenal ulcers occurs more often in busy people, like who are busy peoples, doctors and schoolmasters. These are busy peoples. So in these peoples we can see ulcers. Next 50th bit. The reasons for malnutrition in our country. The reasons for malnutrition in our country. Poor health and willful starvation. This is one of the reason. Lack of awareness of nutritional habits. Next, socio-economic factors. So these three are the reasons for malnutrition in our country. 51. This disease is due to deficiency of proteins and calories. Which disease? Marasmus. Marasmus is caused by the deficiency of both proteins and calories. 52. Glossitis is the deficiency disease due to which vitamin? Glossitis is caused by the riboflavin. Riboflavin deficiency. Riboflavin means B2 vitamin. B2 vitamin. 53. The vitamin which helps in healings of wounds and fracture of bone is vitamin C. Vitamin C is helps in healing of wound and also fracture of bones. Next, 54. The vitamin required for coagulation of blood is vitamin K. Vitamin K is required for blood clotting. 55. The vitamin required for the synthesis of nucleic acid is folic acid. The vitamin required for the synthesis of nucleic acid is folic acid. Next, 56. The opening and closing of the stomatal pores depends on water in the guard cells. Water in the guard cells. So opening and closing of stomata can be depends on water in the guard cells. Next, 57. The oxygen liberated during the photosynthesis by green plants comes from water. Water always useful to give oxygen. Next, 58. The correct order of the steps occurring in nutrition in animals. So in nutrition in animals we need to identify the correct order. First, ingestion. Ingestion means taking of food materials into internal system. Next, digestion. Digestion can be completed. Digestion after absorption. Absorption means taking of useful materials. Next, assimilation. Assimilation means taking of materials into all the tissues. Next, egestion. Egestion means removing of waste materials from our body. So this is the correct one. Next, 59. This vitamin is known as anti-sterility vitamin. Which vitamin? Vitamin E is also known as anti-sterility vitamin. Next, 60. Pernicious anemia occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 causes pernicious anemia. Next, 61. In these animals, the small intestine is the longest part in digestive system. Herbivores. In herbivores, the small intestine is the longest part in the digestive system. Next, 62. Nutrition in mushrooms. They degrade food materials. Where do they leaves? They leaves on fecal matter and dead waste materials. So they degrade food materials. These mushrooms shows saprophytic nutrition. Okay children, today 62 bits 1 to 62 bits we discussed. In our next class we are going to discuss remaining bits. Okay children, thank you.